Hi everybody and welcome here to the Chevrolet booth at SEMA 2012. I'm Alan Taylor. Jim Campbell sitting here with us.
Good to be with you.
Jim, U.S. Vice President of Motorsports and Performance Vehicles. You got the funnest job in the world.
Well, we both have fun jobs because we both love cars and are passionate about this industry. And our group does all the fun stuff. Performance parts, performance variants or the cars, and then motorsports. And it's really fun to come to work every day.
Well, yesterday the booth was jam-packed. Had a lot of big names out here, Danica Patrick and Juan Pablo Montoya and Kevin Harvick. And I mean, first of all, thank you for letting me do this. I love those people. I love this sport, this business we're in, motorsports. And I also love the small cars because you guys are selling a lot of them because of the price of fuel and the economy. This is a big deal for you, is it not?
Oh, there's no doubt. Well, first of all, Chevrolet has a long tradition around the small block V8 and sports cars like the Corvette and Camaro and our trucks, full-size pickups and utilities. But what's really great about what's happening right now is in the market we're seeing a real growth curve around small cars, mini, small, and compact cars. And Chevrolet's portfolio, as you can see, between Spark, Sonic, and Cruise, really has fortified our offering to the customers. And what we know about the smaller car customers is they like to personalize and customize. Many of them do.
Yeah.
And so that's what we've been trying to do the last 2 years, is to show our portfolio that is a little bit more unexpected for Chevrolet, and to show how people can personalize and customize and enhance performance on their small cars. Spark, Sonic, and Cruise. We have 60% of what we're showing is in those categories.
Speaking about unexpected, I see a 67 Camaro and a 2013 Hot Wheels. You guys announced the other night you're going to build that. I have history with Hot Wheels. When I was 8 years old, when they came out, I was a little kid and I had the full collection. I think I got to buy that car.
Well, the great part about those two cars is the 67 features our LS3 E-Rod crate powertrain system.
Yeah.
With one order number, you get the engine, transmission, controllers, attachment kits, and all the emissions equipment.
Plug and play.
Plug and play, connect and cruise. And so that's a great example of how you can actually use our pieces and parts to build your own Hot Wheels. The 2013 Hot Wheels is obviously one you can buy right from the showroom, and we're so proud to partner with Mattel and Hot Wheels to make that happen. You know, we showed it as a concept last year. It's a production reality this year. So we got one you can buy off the showroom in 2013, first quarter, or you can build your own with a 67 and our E-Rod crate powertrain system.
Talking about that, the garage bays over here, build your own. Everybody, you need to walk around this corner and check out these garage bays.
Yep.
So cool, so glad you guys did that, because it really kind of brings the whole world together. You have the new cars, you have the old cars, the plug and play, and you're doing it right over here.
Right, no question. Well, clearly, SEMA is a place where there's over 60,000 buyers here. They're running businesses in which they use pieces and parts to meet the needs of their customers. And so, while garage bay idea is probably not new or unique, I think what we're doing is putting our experts, our engineers, face-to-face with the buyers to explain how our products work, the features, the benefits, the applications, so that the buyers can make the best judgment about what they're going to bring to their businesses to meet the needs of their customers. And so we got a lot of cool activities over there, from build your own crate engine display to the small car personalization, showing folks in another bay how you put ZL11LE pieces and parts on a Camaro V6 or V8.
That's a big deal, right?
Oh, yeah.
There.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that takes it to where you can buy a stock car and take it to the next level, which is what all of this is about.
Yeah. No question. The one thing that we're doing, obviously, our group works with our vehicle line teams to bring performance variants to the market. So the Camaro ZL1, between Al Oppenheiser and his team, our chief engineer, and our performance variant engineers, I think they've delivered an amazing product to the market at a very kind of attainable price point for the performance level. But we had a lot of folks say, why don't you offer some of the pieces and parts in kits so we can use them on V6s, V8s? Well, there's a lot of pieces and parts around this whole SEMA convention. The difference that we think we bring is our engineering in terms of taking those pieces and parts, making sure they fit properly on a Camaro V6 or a Camaro V8, and they're integrated properly. We test them to make sure they work. We test them to the nth degree. And then we offer them as a kit, then and only then. So we design them, we engineer them, we make sure they're integrated properly, we test them, and then we offer them as a kit. And that's a difference that we bring at Chevrolet Performance.
The testing part is real important. Motorsports is also under his umbrella. And that's where the proof is in the pudding. Because you make the parts, you race the parts, you test the parts. We are the benefactor as consumers and hot rodders and car guys and gals. And right over here, it's all happening in the garages. And I love that because we see the finished product here, but to see the car on its side, and you know, I can see a part and I can see it's yellow and it's yellow on the car. And I go, okay, now I'm starting to get what's going on here. They aren't just selling cars, they are in the full automotive experience business, Chevrolet.
There's no question. You know, our chief engineer on our performance business is a guy named Ed Piatek. I think you're going to have him up here for an interview at one point over the next couple of days. He designed the validation plan for those ZL1 1LE parts as it relates to how they work on a Camaro V6 or V8. Excellent roadmap and plan. Then we hooked up with a longtime Chevrolet racing partner, Hendrick Performance. And they went out and ran Ed Piatek's plan.
The Hendrick?
Rick Hendrick and his
Hendrick,
team. And they have a division called Hendrick Performance.
Yeah.
Steve Crisp and Ray Evernham and the guys went out and they brought in a couple of test drivers and they basically tried to break these parts. And they just did a great job of running the validation plan. And what we found is we couldn't break the parts. So they work. We know they work on a V6 and a V8, and we're very proud of that. And that's the value of having Motorsports together with our performance parts business and our performance variant business is we get the synergy of the three. That's what works, and I think that brings the best value to our customers here at SEMA and also in the showroom.
So when you brought out the COPO Camaro, were you surprised that they disappeared like that, right? Did that surprise you, or you knew that was going to happen?
Well, we showed it as a concept last year. We rolled it out of a crate. You know, one part number. You order that one part number, and you get that car coming out of the crate.
I love that, man.
That was a lot of fun,
right?
But we showed it as a concept last year. We wanted to really gauge interest. So we showed it here. We showed it at PRI. We showed it at a number of events last year, and we had over 3,000 hand raisers. People saying, I'm interested in buying that.
And there's only 69 ever going to be built.
69. So when we decided to go from a concept to production, and we put them on sale. We sold them out in a matter of days.
Yeah.
And we're about halfway through our build process. We'll have them all built by December. We have a number of COPO owners that are out racing them. We have other ones that are collecting them. But very excited by the response. And then we announced the other day that we're going to produce another 69 units for 2013. So very pleased with what's happening. And then to see these COPO Camaros race on the track just makes me really, really proud. I'm excited about it.
I think it's, you know, for us car enthusiasts, we thank you for doing that because we want to see you guys, you know, the big automakers really coming down to a certain level of car enthusiast and enthusiasm on your own, inside your hearts. You have to do that. That's a conscious decision to give us this gift in the COPO, and that's really what it is. So thank you.
Well, we're so appreciative of the customers that bought these 69 cars. We also announced the other day that we're going to offer a rolling chassis. So if somebody does not get one of the 69 and still has a desire to build one, they can buy a rolling chassis. We have a build book. They can actually construct or build their own COPO Camaro.
Love it.
From that perspective, and so we love it because we sell parts and see more racers on the track. Speaking about being on the track, I was at the racetrack here in Las Vegas at the Strip, and NHRA had a drag race. In the Pro Stock category, I had a chance to see Erica Enders run. And Erica is an amazing racer. She's running a Chevy in the Pro Stock class, and she made history this year. She's the first female to ever qualify #1 and go on to win what's called a Wally, which is winning her class in NHRA. She made history this year in a Chevrolet. We're so proud of that. And she did it not only once. She's won 4 times this year. Had a chance to present her an award the other night and recognize her. She's just a first-class individual. She had a great comment. I prepared 20 years to basically race that car down the track in 2, 3, 4 seconds and make history. And that shows the dedication.
She's a class act, too.
Class act and a great competitor, and we're proud she's on Team Chevy.
Now, one last thing before I let you go. I know you're real busy. The booth is going crazy here. That Camaro over my shoulder, did you really build that engine?
Well, I actually did. I went to our Performance Build Center, and for those that are not familiar with that, we have a Performance Build Center in Wixom, Michigan. It's about 25 miles outside of Detroit. And we build our LS7 Corvette engine there, the normally aspirated 7-liter, and also we build our LS9, which is our supercharged 6.2-liter that's in the Corvette ZR1, 630 horsepower. We have just engine experts that build these engines by hand. And a few years ago, we came up with the idea to offer a build-your-own engine experience for Corvette customers that were buying a Z06 or a ZR1. And so that's been a pretty interesting thing because some customers want to build their engine, then we ship it down to Bowling Green and they install it in their car.
Right.
And we actually had an interesting discussion with one of the customers that actually was building their engine. At the lunch break, the expert engine builder said to our customer, "Wouldn't it be great if they did this for Crate engines?" And I was at the lunch, and I said, "Oh my gosh, what a great idea!" And it was an idea that they've been trying to drive into the system for some time, and we actually did it. So you can now do this not only for a Corvette experience, but a Crate engine. So I went over to the build center, and this is where we build our COPO engines.
Right.
And I built that engine. It's a 327 cubic inch V8. It has a 4-liter Whipple supercharger on it, and they put me with an expert engine builder, which was a good thing.
Yeah.
Make sure I didn't make any mistakes. And then also they have the tools there. They're what we call error-proofed. You cannot make a mistake. They will not let you move to the next station unless you build that segment of the engine properly and perfectly. Then they do pressure testing at one point to make sure the engine's sealed properly. We go on to do a cold test. And the engine passed those tests. And then I was pleased to hear the other night when we started this thing up, the engine actually ran. Very proud of that. It was a great experience. But
It actually ran.
It actually ran. And
You were relieved.
yeah, it was relieved. That Campbell Camaro will auction off at Barrett Jackson, as you probably heard, for a great cause, American Heart
Yeah,
Association.
well.
So I was proud to be part of it.
And Steve Davis and Gary Bennett will be on later on today, everybody, here on the stage in Chevrolet's booth. And thank you for doing that, too, because the money that car is auctioned off for will go to help somebody in need.
Absolutely.
Or many people in need.
Absolutely.
So Jim built that engine, the Camaro. I mean, I can't believe it. I love hearing that because that tells us there are real car guys. U.S. Vice President, Performance Vehicles and Motorsports, Jim Campbell, our true car guy. Thank you.
Thanks for your passion as well.
Oh, I love
Great
it.
to see
Thank you for letting me do this.
Thank you.
All right, guys, more from the Chevrolet stage here at SEMA 2012. I'm Alan Taylor, loving life right here in Chevrolet land.